Welcome to my room, and welcome to my channel, and welcome back if for some reason you've decided you want more of this. I've got my hair down. I'm gonna go to bed soon. It's like 2 a.m. But I had this on my mind. And I wanted to do it. I wanted to at least try. Maybe it'll suck and I'll just never upload this video. You can hear there's some music. I've got some effects on it. It's Lunar, the Silver Star story complete for the PlayStation. It's in that PlayStation right there currently. And then I added effects to it so it sounded neat, I guess. I'm monitoring it, so you'll have to bear with me to go into my settings and fucking turn it all off and adjust fucking channels in my interface so that I don't want to fuck everything up and have feedback and shit. I'm monitoring it so I don't forget that those effects are on. I wanted to show the game and then play it for a little while. Probably not too long because it's so fucking late. And maybe I'll continue it later, maybe tomorrow. But I wanted to at least start off doing a video where I show some of my Lunar, memorabilia and merch. I don't have that much. I think I have to turn the brightness up on this so you can see it better, and it's gonna make my face look like it's glowing, and then the TV gets this weird flickering because I'm using this old 25-year-old fucking digital camera that's on top of my TV to film my face. It's plugged into the TV and to the PlayStation screen, so it fucks the image all up because I'm splitting it with a Y cable. I'll turn it up. I have it, brightness, or rather the brightness is turned way down because the component cable I'm using with the PlayStation makes this bright as fuck, which is cool, but it doesn't affect this composite cable. Okay. I don't have the original big box version of this. I bought it used years after it came out. I wanted to get it. I'll show it. I was looking in a magazine many, many years ago. It's that hot picture of Athena. Many years ago, and I'll show the inside. The first disc is in the console, but you can see the art behind it, which looks really cool. I was looking in a magazine years ago, and I saw an ad. And this was before I had internet. It was maybe 2004. And I saw an ad for Lunar the Silver Star story complete. Cool printed disc, all in color. I'm not sure what's behind it. Okay, we can look at it. Luna and the evil emperor. So, I don't know, he's like a tech CEO or something. And I saw the ad for this game, and it looked amazing. And I remembered playing the Sega CD game, which I actually have here, and I'll show that as well. I wanted to show it. At some point, I'm going to play the Sega CD game when my Sega CD is functioning, but it's currently broken. I went to the store to look for the game, the remake, the one we're going to play. And they didn't have it, but they had the sequel, Eternal Blue, complete. So I bought that, and I had never played that one. When I see this box art in the back, it brings back so many memories because I grew up with this. I played through this game when I was 15, and I fell in love with it. It became my favorite game of all time. Probably because I was 15. But on the inside, let me move this. On the inside, there's that printed like colored disc. And then there's that fucking picture of Alex and Luna like tongue kissing before they get to business. I don't think they're tongue kissing. It's a very lovely, like emotional sort of kiss. It's probably their first ever kiss. I have one other thing to show. So I bought the sequel, Eternal Blue Complete, because they didn't have the first one. And then a few years later, I found a used copy of the first one, which is this one I have. But it lacks the big box and all of the cool accessories. I have some other stuff too I'm not going to show today. I'll save it for a better video. But I really like Lunar. I have some magazines with Lunar coverage. I have some old strategy guides, Japanese strategy guides that are all in color for the Sega CD game. And I have this Japanese magazine that I imported years ago that covers the first release of the Sega CD game. And I have to say, I don't have a lot of experience with Japanese magazines, but everyone I've ever looked at makes US magazines look like dog shit. Dog shit. They look so damn good, the Japanese ones. They're so artsy and stylized, stylistic, whatever. They look cool as hell. And every US magazine I've ever owned, besides like maybe Play and what is that other one? Oh, shit. Next Generation, maybe? I can't remember. Most of the magazines, like Game Pro, ugh, fuck, man. They looked so goddamn shitty. Let me find something cool in here. Like, there's some kind of comic, I think. I'm not really sure what it is, because I can't read it. See what else we have. There's a lot in here, actually. Like half of the fucking magazine is this game. Oh, there's so many cool things in here because it's from the early 90s. There's fan art for this game. Like people sent in their own art. And there's some other stuff here I wanted to show. There's another like comic of some kind. Like a manga. And there's a lot, dude. There's like a whole story in here about like Alex's parents getting Luna as a baby. It's like a hot picture. I don't know if you can see that. I talked about it in one of my videos. I'm not sure if I ever made it public. But it's got, hold on, I have to look at it so I can describe it. It has, I think her name's Mia and Jessica, like butt bumping on like a big like foam block with like balls all around it. And Alex is like cheering on. And he looks sincere, like, yeah. And so does Ramus. But I forget the other guy's name. The guy with the braids. I think he has braids. He looks like he's getting real hot. And Kyle and Galleon have like these like evil, like perverted grins on their face as they look at the girls in their hot little bathing suits. And Nash looks really upset because he's seeing the girl he's in love with being like objectified by all these guys. And then Luna looks like she lost already. Like she played and then she fell in the ball pit and lost. And they're all wearing these sexy little bathing suits. It's a cool ass picture. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if they made it for this magazine. I don't know if like the artist contributed or if it came from somewhere else and they just put it in here. But there is so much coverage in here for this original Sega CD game that this remake is based on. Like, this is where it all started. And man, I just fucking love this fucking game. It feels magical. I've never played another game like it. Game Arts and Studio Alex and whoever the fuck else worked on it. The games they made back in the 90s were like fucking magic. Lunar, Grandia, Lunar 2, I think even Grandia 2. I don't know what else in here. There's a Summer CES from 1992. There's a Sega CD. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Maybe it was just being announced or shown off there or something. I can't read it. That's my guess. We can look at some of this stuff another time. Oh, there's a Sega CD ad in here for Dark Wizard. And it has that Sega CD Wonder Mega or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, Wonder Mega. That everybody wants. Everybody talks about it like it's the best console ever because it does look cool. It's really rare and hard to find now. Oh yeah, look, here's another ad for the Wonder Mega. They show it with a pair of speakers. Like, it says Wonder Sound speakers. Look at this. And there's a picture of Wonder Dog, I think it's called. I never had that game. I don't know if there's anything else. I mean, the whole magazine is fucking cool. The whole thing is fucking cool. Okay. I guess that's all I'll show of this. Let me change channels and change the brightness. Bring it way down. Yeah, like it's still going to be so bright with these cables. There we go. And then I'll go in and I'll turn these effects off. Okay. That. And just let me check I have to go into my interface so that I can actually hear. It seems a little quiet, but I'm not sure how loud the game is going to get once we're playing it. So we'll leave it where it is for now. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. So we're gonna play a new game. I don't know a whole lot about this version. I've started it, and put like an hour or so into it on and off over the years, and I never get much farther than that. Let's see what this is.
I don't remember when it started exactly, but the dream of having a fantastic adventure in far-off places grabbed my heart early and has yet to let go. You see, my hero is Dragon Master Dine. Outside my village, there's a monument made in his honor. His adventures were the most fantastic of all. Fighting evil, risking death, protecting the goddess Althena. It's all so exciting. One day, I want to have adventures like that. But excitement of that kind is a long way from Berg.
This looks so different than the Sega CD version.
Oh, hello, Noel.
Alex, couldn't you hear me? I've been flying all over for the last half hour calling for you. But I should have known you'd be here.
Oh, Noel. Where else would I be?
In honor of the great Dragon Master, Dine. I know that Dine was probably the greatest of the four heroes, Alex, but I'm amazed that you never get tired of coming to stare at his dull monument. Oh, shoot. I just remembered. We better go meet Luna to practice singing. If we're late, she'll be upset.
This sounds a little weird. Alex, we'd better get moving. Luna's patience with us will only stretch so far. We'd better not test the limit. Oh, wow, the tree animates. Oh, and my stats just came up. Weird. This music does sound reminiscent of the Sega CD game. Whoa. Another earthquake. That's the third one this week. But what could be causing them? None of this happened in the Sega CD game.
Hey, Alex. I figured you might be here. Now that the warm weather has melted the ice near the Dragon's Cave, there isn't any time to waste getting started on our big adventure. If we hurry, we may be able to sneak in without waking the dragon. Then we can get a fantastically huge diamond from its lair worth thousands and thousands of silver, making us filthy, stinking rich and very popular in the process.
The Dragon's Diamond, huh? You heard right now. Come on, Alex. You always dreamt about going on a big adventure. Let this be our first. Well, while you're deciding, I'll stop by my house to grab some snacks for the trip. See ya. Oh, Alex. You know we have to do this. It could be the adventure of a lifetime. Once we get going, I just hope Ramus doesn't turn into a baby at the first sign of monsters. But Luna is going to be upset. She doesn't like you putting yourself in danger. How are you going to tell her, Alex? So they obviously had changed this a little bit. Because in the original game, none of this happens. And this whole area here, it looks nothing like this. In the original game, it looks like you're in the middle of a forest. And that you're not like on this cliff sticking out like this. You're in a little forest and there's like a gravestone near the top of it. But it looks really nice. Like each version has a nice look. They both look unique, but they both look awesome. Okay, now this is really cool. Like this looks really nice right here. This pixel art, these clouds, like the cloud shadow, these fucking pine trees with the snow, the transparent, clean, like mountain water, the flowers. This looks so different than the Sega CD game. But again, like each version looks really cool. But this is really neat. This is really fucking cool. I don't know if you can tell. I tried to make it look good. I did the best I could. I hope it looks clean in my capture. I hope you can see it well on the TV. Do you hear that, Alex? It sounds like singing. Luna must already be waiting for us at the spring. I bet she'll be singing a different tune when you show up this late again. I've done this little intro before, so I kind of have an idea of where to go. Okay, so these statues will heal you. I think it's a statue of the goddess. The festival of the goddess is held each year in honor of Athena, our benevolent creator and protector. She loves singing, but you already know that. I want to say the story is that Luna is your like childhood friend, and she's almost like an adopted sister. She lives with you, I think. And I believe your parents adopted her as a baby right around the time that they had you. So you both are about the same age and have grown up together. And her background is a mystery. You don't really know where she came from or what happened to her parents. Are you going to practice your song with Luna today? You know, your performance will be the highlight of the festival. I'm counting on you too. Now in the original game, you know what? Let's go in a house. Yeah, man, this does look it looks a lot nicer than the Sega CD game. But like I said, the Sega CD game, it has style and charm. It's not a bad looking game. And one day I will play it here. I'm so glad that they retained the 2D pixel art. You know, this isn't like all pre-rendered. They didn't try to make it 3D. This looks so cool. Can I look at anything? It was brought to the US by Working Design, so it probably has some goofy humor in it. But I'm so thankful that they would bring things like this over because nobody else was doing it. I would never have discovered Lunar and like fell in love with the game if it wasn't for them. Alakazam. Hey, I cast a spell to turn you into toads, but it didn't work. We're immune to your magic, that's why. But I'd rather you turn Null into a cookie. What? I think you've been hanging around Ramus just a little too much. Hey, guess what I learned? Another magic spell. Shaka shaka boom. Whoa, that was really cool, huh? Wow, I feel a rush of power. Can you say child prodigy? That's interesting. I don't think any of that happened in the original. I came here from Maribia to marry my husband. You know, a sacrifice for the sake of true love and all that nonsense. Maribia was so exciting. Berg has nothing to compare. I'm so bored and frustrated here. Like, I like reading this. I like interacting with these NPCs. I like exploring this environment. I wanted something like this. You know, I met my wife in Maribia many, many years ago. I grew tired of the big city grind, so we moved back to Berg and got married right away. I have no desire to return to that dump, but she still talks about it every day. I wonder if the big city is such a great place. Oh, they've got like some soup on the table. Looks like tomato soup with vegetables in it and some kind of green vegetable over here. After playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, dude, I felt so bummed out. I couldn't stand reading any of the dialogue, but like in this, I enjoy it. And then I played Neo Geo, and man, that stressed me out and pissed me off so fucking much. Arcade games are like that. If you don't play them over and over and over and master them, they are brutal. People always say I look like a cat. It's not true. Cats look like me. These flowers look really nice. Man, this is so colorful and crisp. He might not seem like it, but the village chief is very concerned about his son. Ramus and his father just don't see eye to eye on anything. Whatever will I do? Just making sure that my microphone's working. Every time I get done with a video, I'm like, what didn't work? Like I feel horrified when I play it back to see if anything worked properly. Should we bring one of these home to your mom? Or are we having grog loaf again tonight? Ugh. Oh, he means bring the chicken home to have some chicken. Did I talk to this guy? My son Ramus always has his head in the clouds. I'll grow up to be a great man, he says, or I'll be rich someday. He never wants to work hard like you, Alex. I just don't understand it. He just doesn't understand his son, because he does work hard. And like you find out as you play the game, just like, you know, what he becomes, what he makes of himself. He has a dream and he pursues it. He is kind of a fat ass, but but he's a good person and he's good at what he does. What? You want a treat? Bark 3 times and run in a circle. Then we'll talk. What? It's locked, Alex. I wonder what's inside. Oh, sorry, Alex. Can't you wait just a bit longer? I've almost got everything I need for the trip. A thick blanket for me, a big bag for the diamond. Oh, and I almost forgot. Do you think 300 silver is enough for our snack budget? I think that's big enough for the entire village. Let's go find Luna. I remember in the Sega CD game that you go out to the map and go to a separate area to find her. And I want to see if that's the case here. Probably not. Where are you going, Alex? Luna's waiting for us. So I guess you don't. They changed it up quite a bit. I love how there's little bits of snow. Oh, look. There's a water wheel. Oh, that's so cool. Wow. There's a bird. Man, they put a lot of effort into this. Is she up here? Oh, yeah, I think so. That's Luna, all right. I'll bet you're in for it now, Alex. She hates when you're late. Oh, wow. I seem to recall this being beautiful. Check this out. Wow. It's nothing like the Sega CD game. God damn it.
Alex, you're late again, silly. Were you whittling away the morning at Dine's monument again? Or were you planning more make-believe adventures with Ramus?
God damn it. That's amazing. Oh, that's so much. And he's even playing an ocarina. I like this so much better than Ocarina of Time. Look at that fucking water coming out of that stone lion or whatever it is. This beautiful spring in the middle of a forest. Man. Hey, you're good. He was at Dine's monument, planning an adventure with Ramus. You were right on both counts. I can't wait to see the inside of the White Dragon Cave. Right, Alex? Shh, now. The White Dragon Cave, Alex? I knew something was wrong with your plane. And I always know when you're keeping secrets from me. Alex, why would you travel to such a dangerous place? Yikes. That was loud. It sounded like a roar. But I've never heard a creature like that before. You know, I bet it was the voice of the White Dragon. What Ramus said was true. Alex, where are you going? We're going to explore the White Dragon Cave, along with Ramus. That was the adventure Alex and Ramus were talking about at Dine's monument. Didn't you hear me, Alex? You could be hurt, or worse. God damn it, Null. What the fuck? And what about your poor parents? They'll be beside themselves with worry. God damn it, I can never do anything I want to do. I've never been able to stop you from doing what you wanted to do, Alex. And I know that your dream is to embark on a great adventure, just like Dine. So, I suppose all I can do is come along and keep you out of trouble. Perhaps this will even be fun. And to think that you are going to leave without me. What are you waiting for? Let's get going. Alex, why do you even try saying no to Luna? She plays you like an ocarina. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin our great adventure. Just one moment now. I know you're excited and anxious to start the adventure. But we really need to tell Alex's parents we're going. We can't let them worry about us. Besides, we might be able to find some things around the house to help us on the trip. You know, I like how you think. This is going to be great, Alex. You know what? Let me check my interface real quick. I had everything summed to mono with the Neo Geo. I want to make sure I disabled all that shit. It looks good. It looks good. Oh, this area here is so cool. It's just so radically different than the Sega CD game. They're almost like two completely different games that have roughly the same story. So fucking awesome that they... Like, this is a remake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just a one-to-one enhancement. It almost seems like a different game. But it's similar enough that you can recognize it. Really cool. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, I guess we'll go to our house. I think this is our house. What? You want to travel to the White Dragon Cave by yourselves? Well, it's your time, isn't it? Of course you can go, Alex. Take this with you. Got a dagger. Damn, thanks, Dad. And this weapon might be easier for Luna to handle. Got a sling. Shit. We can't have you inside that cave without a weapon. Oh, and I almost forgot. Here's a flame ring, too. Take this ring. You never know what you might need it. When you might need it. What else? There are a few things in those basement chests. Take anything you think you might need. To reach the cave, you must travel north of Berg, and then east around the mountain range. Promise me you'll be careful. Damn, that is awesome. Thank you. You're going with Luna and Ramus to the White Dragon Cave? And your father says it's all right? Oh, dear. Well, just promise me you'll come back home before it gets dark. Oh, I can't promise that. I mean, we're traveling around a mountain range and exploring a cavern. But sure, Mom. We'll try. I promise to try my best, okay? Where's the basement? Oh, is this it? Got a dragonfly wing. Got an herb. Got a starlight. And I got an angel's tear. A cracked pot and a rusted knife. I don't think we can use either of these. Oh, it's a picture of Luna that Alex drew when he was a boy. Well, either it's Luna or a deformed elephant. Quiet, you. So you can interact with certain objects. I wasn't sure. I guess I should click on more shit. It kind of moves around things really fast when I try to click on them. What are you doing, Alex? Stop poking around my room this very instant. Whoops. So is this my room right here? So my room is like in this little walkway between my parents' room. And I guess their room is essentially like in the kitchen and like the dining area. And they've got a nice warm fireplace. And then my room is like off to the right of the basement stairs and my parents' bedroom. And then there's this walkway here by the front door. And then Luna's got this little space over here. She's got a little flower in a vase. And a teddy bear. Some more flowers. Okay. What's that? Oh, there's a little animal barn. I bet Dragon Master Dine drank milk every day. Alex, it did his body good. There's like the working designs, a little bit of humor, I guess. Where they reference like TV ads and shit. Oh, Ramus, right? Or Ramus. Where the hell was he? Or is he waiting for us by the entrance? I can't remember. Here he is. Sorry to keep you waiting. Everything's all set, so let's get going, Alex. What? Luna's coming with us? Oh. Well, that's okay, I guess. I want to see the White Dragon, too. Please don't leave me out of this, Ramus. Well, if it's fine with Alex, it's fine with me. Alex, aren't you going to bring along a weapon? We're going to encounter real monsters, Alex. If you aren't prepared, you could really get hurt. You got a dagger from your dad, Alex. Why don't you equip it? And now the whole party follows me. So cool. Hell yeah. Let me see, how do you do it? No, that's not... I mean, I guess I could. Okay, square button. That's like a classic little icon. I think I've seen that icon. Maybe on the back of the box or something. Is it this? No. Oh, okay. Left and right triggers. Magic, items, equipment. That's what we want. Oh, wow. Look at all this stuff here. Wow. It looks really nice. Dagger. Okay. Flame ring. Oh, wow. I can equip it. Okay. How do I do this? What the hell? Oh, no. How do I give that to Luna? Oh, wow. What? How do I... No, how do I give this to her? Why does she not have it in her inventory? How the hell do I give that to her? Oh, wow. This sucks. Item management, maybe? Give item. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. This feels clunky. I don't like this. All the items should be like in a pool that everyone can select from. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. And now, whoops. Now I need to equip it. That felt so clunky. What the hell? Like, how did I even do that? Like, where is the... Okay, so you have to select item management. And then from item management, you can go to a give item option. Ugh. I don't know what it was about that. That did not feel intuitive at all. Oh. This little watery spot here of the town looks similar to how it looked in the Sega CD game. But everything else about the world map looks different for sure. I don't remember snow in the Sega CD game at all. And I think you get into random battles on the map in the Sega CD game. And the map looks way different and it's more zoomed in. But this is cool. I think in the Sega CD game, like, first of all, like I said, the map feels way fucking bigger and you're zoomed in a lot closer to it. Like over here in this area, there's a temple and you just like walk up to it and you enter it like entering a town, and you can talk to a bunch of people in there and you can heal. I remember this just, how do I put it? This just feels like, it feels kind of magical and adventurous and fun and lighthearted. The Sega CD game felt mysterious. It was kind of weird and mysterious and almost, I don't even know how to put it, like mildly unsettling in a weird way. I'm not sure how to explain it. It felt just mildly, slightly unsettling and mysterious. I'm not feeling that with this. Here we go. There is just no way we're going to get past this ice. We need to get it out of our way, but how? I think I know. Give it a shot, Alex. Whoa. Yes, we can go through. Perfect. That ring sure did come in handy. So in the Sega CD game, you come in here and there's a block of ice like that. But again, it looks a lot different. The music in here is way different, completely different music. And you get up to the ice and I think he just says like, oh, we need something to melt the ice. And then you have to like go all the way back to town. And you get into all these fucking random battles on the way on the map. And you have to find the fire ring, like in a drawer in a house. Okay, let's see. How do I play this? AI. Oh, I better fucking turn the game off. It's got AI in it. Fuck this garbage. So do I... Maybe I select command. Okay. AI, I believe, will just like auto battle. I want to select myself. Magic, defend, run, items, attack. I don't know how many hits they're going to take, so I'm just going to have everybody attack one guy. Oh, shit. Wow, dude, they're fucking me up. Oh my god. Holy shit, she's almost dead. Oh my god, they killed her. Or I thought they did. This is going to take a little getting used to. The battle music, just the battles and the music lacks the same impact that I felt with the Sega CD game. No. Holy shit, I need to... Does Luna have magic? Yeah, okay. I think that's good. I think we'll be okay. Hopefully we level up soon. Those backgrounds look very nice. Oh my god, I'm almost dead? What? I will say Ramus is... cool. He's pretty tough. Man, these guys. Actually, you know what? No, go back. Fuck off, man. There we go. Alex gained a level. Okay. This music's kind of reminiscent of some of the music in the Sega CD game. I used to listen to the soundtrack from the Sega CD game. You could put it in a CD player and listen to the music. You just had to skip like the first 1 or 2 tracks. Otherwise, you were in for a bad fucking time. It was like the data for the game. And it would just make this horrible, like, screeching sound on your speakers. Can I melt that? What is that? At least these battles, when you enter the battle, the music doesn't start off making you want to throw up, like in Chrono Cross. Actually, can I go back? Yeah, I want to have her attack this one. Let's try that. Man, everything's so different. Like the sound effects, when you defeated enemies in the Sega CD game, it was like... it would make this really, like, kind of weird FM synth sound. Actually, I should heal again. This is going to be pretty grindy, I think. Whoops. Oh, actually, damn, I do have to keep healing. What the hell? Alex is so fucking weak. And everybody's attacking him. I might have to leave and go heal in town. Buy items. It's okay. We can do that. It's normally what I do when I play games like this. When I'm just playing a game by myself, I like the look here and this level or this, you know, like this cave or dungeon. The way the walls look. Yeah, it has a nice look to it. I like that. When I'm playing games on my own time, my own way, I'm not being fucking monitored, filmed, and watched. I would just grind in here for a while, and then I'd leave and go to town and buy items and heal until I got strong enough that I didn't have to worry about it. I'm a little worried about that guy. Actually, what does Alex have for magic? Multi-hit attack. Wow, it takes like half my fucking magic, though. I'm gonna try it. Mainly, I just wanted to check out... I wanted to check the game out. You know, show some of the Lunar merchandise I have. Or related items. Oops. And then I feel confident that I will do another video on this at least, where I play more of it. I can't believe she fucking died. What is going on? Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. No. Oh, and she even levels up. That was cool. He like revived her before, you know, I lose out on experience. That's fucking cool. Look, she's dancing. Okay. Yeah, actually, let me look and see. Do I have items like healing? I think that's what those are. Use. Okay. What about Ramus? Should I? I hate to waste that starlight. Starlights will replenish your magic. You know what? I'm going to try one more battle like this, and then I think I'm going to head back to town. These guys are kind of tough. I'm going to have to level up a little bit. Was that a chest over there? Oh, I opened it. Yeah, let's get in one more. I need a drink. Hold on a sec. Sparkling water. It's basically like soda. Yeah, I don't know what it is. These battles, they lack that feeling of, I don't know, like immediacy and intensity that I got in the Sega CD game. They feel kind of like drawn out and slow. They lack impact. I'm sure with time, though, they'll change a little bit. Because if I remember Lunar correctly, you know, you end up learning a shit ton of magic and abilities and skills. And you get more characters in your party. I think you end up getting like 5 characters total. Shit. Let's see if that thing attacks me or... Okay. Me or Ramus. Ramus? 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 Okay, I'm pressing X. Why is nothing... Why'd that take so long? Yeah, let's... Wait a minute. Is this where I came from? Where the hell did he come from? I thought I cleared that out. Oh, shit. I've never played through this version. I kind of want to. I'm not currently doing like full playthroughs of any of these games. Like right now. Hold on. Right now, my primary like interest and style is to just try games out and film them. Just to kind of a demo. Like, hey, let's check this out and see what this is like. You know, many of these games I haven't played in like 20 years or more. But I have such a fondness for Lunar. And I've always wanted to play through this version. Maybe every once in a while I'll do a video where I progress through it. The problem is if I put it down for too long, it'll be almost impossible to pick it back up. You know, how do I go in there? I'm still thinking about playing Mystic Quest. I have so many different, like, things I want to try. I want to hook the PS5 up to this TV. Here's the item shop. Well, hello. You're looking as fine as I've ever seen you, Alex. What can I do for you today? I like those little icons for buy and sell. Wait, what? Restores... Okay, so this is what they have for sale. Wow, 40. Jesus. Let's buy one of these for Alex. And then we'll buy one for Luna. And maybe a second one. And we'll buy one for Ramus. I think that'll do it. Don't be a stranger. That'll do. And then, what is it? This is kind of slow here. Yes, let's save. Level 3. Okay. Let's head out. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was like, I even want to hook the PS5 up to this TV. I can't remember if I've mentioned it, but I've filmed it a few times, and I'm not really happy with how the image looks. I want to do a new video, but I've played some PlayStation 5 games on here. It's not perfect. You know, I mean, what the fuck? It's not really made for this TV. I have this cheap converter I bought off Amazon for $12. And it converts HDMI to composite. And that's how I play the PlayStation 5 on here. But it looks surprisingly good for that. And I'm thinking about playing Silent Hill 2 remake. At least trying it out on here. I've actually filmed it a few times. And I just don't like how the videos came out. So I'm like waiting until it feels kind of fresh again. And I'm in the mood. And then I'm probably going to do at least one video like that. It's cool. It's like a neat, novel, experimental kind of thing. Wow, dude. Holy shit. They are fucking me up. Eventually we'll level up enough and learn abilities, and this shit won't be a big deal. Damn. Holy shit, I'm almost dead. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's because it's late at night. I don't know if it's because of this game. I just feel so much more relaxed and chill. I'm not getting all fucking pissed off. None of this is really bothering me. I'm enjoying the experience. Man, playing that N64 and the Neo Geo, I was getting so goddamn pissed. I think I'll leave it like that for now. Neo Geo is pissing me off because it's frustrating and difficult. And I'm just not accustomed to playing arcade games regularly. The N64 just made me feel bad. I felt poisoned. I felt like I was being poisoned very slowly with like a very weak poison. But over time, it was making me like nauseous. I really like the 32-bit. I like the 90s game consoles. But the N64 it's rough. It is hard to go back to. Yeah, let's try one more before I heal. The best thing to do is try something out for yourself. You know, like there's definitely people out there that will try to convince you that one console, like just as an example, they will try to convince you that the N64 is like one of the best consoles of all time and their personal favorite, and then they'll tell you why it's so amazing. And like if you watch a video or something like that, oftentimes you're manipulated by it. You're like, dude, I want to get one of those. It looks so cool. This guy loves it so much and he's so like convincing. And then you get it and you don't like it, and maybe you feel like there's something wrong with you. You're not smart enough to appreciate it or something. Fuck! Dude, come on! I wonder if he'll do that every time. Probably not. Okay, why is that taking so long? Why can't I skip through that? Holy Christ. Why the fuck? Damn. But then you might come across somebody like me who gets really fucking pissed off and disgusted with a console like N64. And maybe that would like taint somebody's opinion of it. The best thing to do is, if you have any interest in something, my approach always used to be, once I had access to the internet, is I would look for a website that has coverage on a specific platform, and I would read about it and look at pictures of it. Maybe find like a video. But when it's some content creator, a lot of those people, they have an agenda. They're basically like trying to be manipulative and disingenuous. And I don't like getting my information from those people. I like looking at screenshots and maybe reading a review or a preview. And then I look into it further if it seems interesting. An example of this would be the PCFX. I think they're still okay. I've read up on that over the years, here and there, and it was always negative. People saying that it was a bad console with shit games. And so I never really looked any further into it. But every few years, I would look it up and be like, man, I'm still interested in it. There's something about it. And a few years ago, I found an old website from the late 90s. And they had it was one of the only places that had previews and reviews on some of the games. It was only a handful of games. It was such an obscure thing. And even that stuff, they were like, the game's okay. None of it was really praiseworthy. Or, they didn't really praise it in any way. And eventually, it must have been earlier this year, I decided I was going to try this thing myself. I was going to figure out how to get an emulator and just try the damn thing. And I don't know why it was difficult. It was pulling teeth to get myself to find an emulator and figure out how to get it all installed and where to find the games and get those installed. And I don't emulate games. It's so rare that I do anything like that. That I can't just do it quickly. I have to follow guides, and dealing with getting it all set up is always a pain in the fucking ass because I don't know how to use the emulators. Using RetroArch, I'm I don't know where anything is or where it goes or how I set this all up and configure it and where I place all the files. And I hate fucking having to figure that dumb shit out. It was like a journey. But I ended up doing it. And I discovered that I love the console. I think it's amazing. I played a game on there that's kind of like this. It almost looks this fucking good. And I was it's an RPG. And it's really goddamn good. And I'm this is so sick. What the fuck, dude? People are clowning on this thing like it's trash. And then I played another game that's kind of oh man, I hate comparing it to Resident Evil because it's not Resident Evil, but it's something that's easy for somebody to picture in their mind. Pre-rendered backgrounds with character models you move around with tank controls. But instead of a 3D character model, They're 2D sprites, but they're detailed 2D sprites. It's called Team Innocent. I played this game called Team Innocent. It's kind of like it's like an early, it's like a mix between survival horror and like PC point and click adventure, kind of. It's a unique blend of styles. But I think a lot of people say, oh, it's like Resident Evil, but it's really not. But I mean, you could kind of compare it to that, I guess. But it has an anime aesthetic and it's sci-fi. And it's actually kind of like Evangelion. And it came out before Evangelion came out. And after playing it, I played through it and beat it. It was fan translated. It's one of the only PCFX games that's ever been fan translated. And it got fan translated like a year ago or something. It's like very recent. And I played through it in English. And I fucking fell in love with it. I thought it was amazing. I had such a good time with it. Like, I do not finish a lot of games, and I finished that game. Because, you know, in context, it came out in 1994 as a launch game for the console. Oh, no. And you have to realize, like, nobody else was making games like that. It was like a new experimental type of game. And in that context, 1994 launch game, unique new type of game. I thought it was amazing. And it came out, as far as I'm aware, before Evangelion was even a thing. And my personal, like, theory is that Hideaki Anno fucking bought a PCFX on launch day, and he played that game. And he was so inspired by it that it influenced him to fucking write Evangelion the way that he did. I think some of the characters are based on characters from that fucking game, and like has a very similar style to it. It's weirdly similar to the point that like I came up with that theory after playing it. Even the name, Team Innocent. It's like 3 young teenage girls called Team Innocent. And they go through a bunch of trauma and like psychological horror and experimentation. And they're like the only ones that can do the job that all these adults need them to do. They need them to risk their lives to do this job for them. And only these young girls are capable of doing it due to certain reasons that are not super clear. Sci-fi, 90s anime. Shit, I'm getting fucked up here. There's actually, they stopped making it now. They don't do it anymore. But shortly after I started checking out the PCFX, I actually found hold on. I found a podcast that has like a YouTube video version called the PCFX Fan Club. And I'm like, this is totally my kind of thing, dude. I love shit like this. And I can never find anything like this. Like the last time I found anything like that was Warning, a Huge Podcast, like all those years ago. And I used to love that fucking thing. And then this PCFX Fan Club kind of reminded me of that a little bit. You know, it's just these 2 dudes like talking about PCFX, and actually they contributed. One of the guys actually was the guy that fucking translated the majority of the Team Innocent fucking game. And then the other guy, like, I think did some testing, play testing or something. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do here? We'll heal again. I can't multitask very well. Yeah, these like gorilla guys are fucking nasty. I remember these from the original game. They were always shitheads. That's a lot of guys, dude. What the fuck? I think what I was trying to get at, and with all that, is you really need to try things for yourself and form your own opinion on anything in life. Doesn't matter what it is. And form your own worldview. I believe in creating your own unique worldview. Wow, man, damn. And then be willing to change it over time as you gather new information. There's nothing wrong with believing in something strongly and then deciding a year later that maybe that's not a good idea and then changing it, changing your viewpoint. Man, these guys are fucking rough. Shit. Oh, wow. There's 2 of those fucking things. Yeah, this is a little bit more challenging than I expected. I don't remember having this kind of difficulty in the Sega CD game, at least not in the beginning. Not in this first little mini dungeon. I think by the time you get here on the Sega CD game, you've already had so many battles on the map that you're pretty solid at this point. Wow, I'm getting my ass kicked, but now I have... What is this? 1A recover condition? What is that? What does that mean? 1A. 1A heal wounds. What the hell does 1A mean? Is recover condition like if I'm poisoned? Probably. I think we're gonna have to leave again and go to town. I wonder how we're doing on silver. I like how in this game you get silver. It's always gold in every other fucking game. It's like gold, or it's gold, or maybe it's zenny, or isk. But in this game, it's fucking silver. Silver gets really tarnished, though. Like, extremely oxidized. Oh, there's my silver. 495. Okay, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, let's go back to town and buy some fucking items. And heal. Old coins, like US currency, used to be plated in silver. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, how high the silver content was. Like, I don't know if they were pure silver or if they were just plated. But I know if you find old coins before a certain date, like dimes, quarters, half dollars, silver dollars, like they're all silver, like actual silver. And every once in a while, I used to find one. I remember my grandmother used to have like a whole bunch of them. She would find like older money. It was easier to find that shit back in the day. Not so much now, because people don't really use physical currency anymore. And the stuff that's in circulation seems to be a lot newer. One time though, like fucking maybe like 12 or 13 years ago, I found a dime that I got from a store or something, and it was all silver. And I was like, whoa. Here we go. Oops. Okay, that's probably good. Hey, you guys. Is it true you're all going to the White Dragon Cave? Alex, you have to be really careful since you don't know any magic spells. Alex might not have the ability to use magic yet, but he's been practicing hard, and his skills with a sword are better than ever. I know he'll be able to use magic in time. They're all so nice. Thanks, guys. Real people aren't that nice. In real life, they call me a loser and then throw something at me and laugh. People always say I look like... Oh, he said that. Just looking at the pixel art, like, it's so fucking clean looking. There's so many little details everywhere. Little clouds blowing overhead. I always wanted a Lunar 3. It's too bad we never got any more of these games. It's probably for the best, to be honest. Oops, what am I doing here? Lunar 3. If we eventually had gotten one. Might have looked something like... I was just waiting to see. It might have been something kind of similar to like Grandia 3. And I don't like that game. I tried playing it about a year ago. And I was like, oh, yuck. Yuck. What the hell did they do to this? Grandia 1 is amazing. I played it originally on the PlayStation, but I never finished it. And then about 2 years ago, I bought this cartridge off eBay that would let me play like CDR games, like games you burn to a CDR for the Sega Saturn. And I had, at the time, that was the only way I knew how to do it. I had copied Grandia with the English fan translation patch onto a CDR, and then I played it with this cartridge on the Saturn on real hardware. But it was the Japanese game because they never released it in the US on the Saturn. And the Japanese version of Grandia is much better than the PlayStation version than we got. Like, there's videos out there that show the differences, but the most obvious difference that I saw is when you're in towns in that game. On the PlayStation version, it's extremely disorienting and hard to find your way. And you're like constantly like confused and lost. And it's like, why does this game feel like this? On the Saturn, it's very easy to get around in towns because of the way the textures are placed on the map, however, in the environment. In the Saturn game, there's like very easy to see, clear, clean roads, sidewalks, and pathways throughout the town to lead you around and bring you to all the houses and shops. On the PlayStation version, it is just this mess. It is just this like kaleidoscope mess of textures that make no sense. It is the most off-putting, disorienting fucking thing I've ever seen. And it just has something to do with like technological limitations, I guess. So like the Saturn version is the way to fucking go. And on top of that, there's just like some improved visuals here and there. And right away in the beginning, one of the things I noticed is in the very opening scene, the camera will like zoom in on like, I think like the background as like the title appears. And on the PlayStation, when that zooms in, it's like 1 FPS. And on the Saturn, it's like, I don't know, 10 FPS or something. And then battles as well. The way the battles look and the way they feel is a little different on the Saturn. They feel faster, the backgrounds look cleaner and sharper. Faster, like the way that it scrolls the background. It looks nasty and grungy on the PlayStation. So I think the Saturn version is like the way to go with Grandia. I played through that and beat it. And I loved the fucking game. It was so charming. It was kind of like this. It's all 3D, but it's like, it's 3D with 2D sprites. And it looks so goddamn charming, and it's so fucking detailed. Like for like a first gen Saturn 3D game, I can't believe how good it looks. And then Grandia 2 originally was a Dreamcast exclusive, and I bought that launch day, and I beat it back then when it came out. And that game still looks amazing. And then I got Grandia 3 on the PS2, and something about it was so off-putting. It was so off-putting and weird. And you're like, your mom is one of your party members. Like you're traveling through the game with your mom. That's weird. And I feel like she flirts with you all the time. And she dresses kind of like sexy, I think. It's just weird. And I don't know. There was just something about the look of the game that felt off to me. It lacked the sort of detail that I expected from Grandia. You know, in Grandia 1 and in 2, you walk through the environments and you're bumping into everything. Like you walk through a house and you bump into a coat rack and it knocks it over or wobbles around. You walk up to a plant and touch it and it bounces back and forth. You can bump into a chair and it pushes into the table. You walk by a vase and it falls and breaks. There's shit like that everywhere in the fucking game. Every bush you walk through jostles about, has like environmental foliage animation that they couldn't even seem to figure out in Final Fantasy VII Remake. And it's just so full of details and animations and interactions. And they did it in the sequel as well, but not quite as much, I don't think. But then in Grandia 3, I felt like it was basically non-existent. It was just like a static environment. Nothing moved. And I don't know what it was. It looked weird and off-putting and kind of gross. I don't know. I didn't like it. I tried to play it and I couldn't. I just had to stop. And it had a fucking awful fucking theme song. I hated the theme song too. Grandia 1. Like Lunar 1 and 2, Grandia, and I'd say even Grandia 2. Like some of the best RPGs of the, you know, like the consoles that they came out on. They felt like magic. I can't remember what it was. And maybe my memory is wrong, because, you know, this sort of thing happens with people sometimes. We'll form a false memory. It's bizarre. Like, I'll swear something happened. I didn't mean to do that. But it didn't. But I have this memory of reading an interview with like one of the lead like directors or founders of, I think, Game Arts. Someone who used to like was like one of the leads, not leads, like one of the founders of the company, I think, that worked on Lunar and Grandia. And I think this was around the time of Grandia 2. Like, it hadn't come out yet. And I swear, I've looked for it over the years, and I've never been able to find the interview. So I'm like, where did I read that? Was that real? But I remember them saying something like I said, it was around the time of Grandia 2 coming out, but I don't think it was out yet. And there was an interview with this guy who was like head of the company or something. And he was saying that he had this idea, like for his dream game that he wants to make. And they were asking him if he could talk about it, and he didn't want to reveal it. He didn't want to talk about it too much. He didn't want other people to steal his idea. He wanted to wait until the technology was available to fully realize this idea for this game he wanted to make. And I remember him saying, like, I won't have the technology to make this game. And again, this was like around the time of Dreamcast, I want to say. He was like, I won't be able to do this on the PlayStation 2 when that comes out. And I won't be able to do it on the PlayStation 3. And he's like, I probably won't even be able to do it on a PlayStation 4. He's like, it's going to be on something that comes after that. And I just thought, like, what the hell could this be? What does he need that kind of power for? Like, what is this game he's envisioning? And I don't know what the hell, I don't know what his name was. I think there were these two guys that were like the founders of the studio back in the day. And I think one of them passed away in a car accident. So I don't know, like, was it him or was it his brother? Like, what was this vision? Shit. There aren't too many studios out there that are still making games that are kind of like this. And I'd say probably the only studio that comes to my mind that's doing it at all is probably Falcom. With their Trails series. But I've never really played those games. There's too many of them now. There's too many. I could never I could never take those on. It's like 20 fucking games. I bought Trails in the Sky, the original release for PC. And it looks fucking awesome. I played about an hour of it about a year ago on the same laptop I'm using to record this. And this laptop, it's not very powerful, but it was able to play Trails in the Sky. But it seemed so goddamn deep, man. And I wasn't in the mood for something that intense and on this little laptop here. So I have yet to really play it. And there's so many of those games now. But Falcom still does it. You can't really see it, but above my lava lamp is a Falcom poster I made on photo paper of, what is it called? Popful Mail. It's like, I think it's a PC 98 version because I thought it looked cool as hell, the box art. So I printed out the box art. And then next to it, which you can't really see at all, behind the N64, is like the most beautiful fucking art I've ever seen. From Popful Mail. It's like a fucking forest with like a pool of water and a castle in the background and some old ruins and flowers. It's like a painting, a very detailed, beautiful painting of nature. And it is so fucking cool. I was looking at some of the old Falcom art from Popful Mail and from Ease. And it looked amazing. And I can't find like who painted that stuff. Where did it come from? What was it first painted? Like what did they paint it for originally? Which game was it for? Because they've reused that art on multiple games. Like the Popful Mail painting of nature that is like some of my favorite game art ever. I remember seeing it in the Sega CD game box. But the version I had printed out here was from, I think, the PC 98 version. So they were using it, obviously, for years, for different versions of it. And the same with the Ease art. They used it for, like, shit. They used it for, like, an old PC game. They used it for the fucking PC Engine game. Probably another version I'm unaware of. And I don't know who the artist is that did that stuff. I couldn't find any information on it. I think I was going to talk a little bit about my version of Lunar for the Sega CD. The version I have here that I showed in the beginning of the video is not my original copy. Wait, who did she heal? Is she healing herself? Oh, okay. Ramos. I ended up buying the version I have now used at a game store about... Man, when was that? Maybe 13 years ago? I was in a game store that sold a lot of used games. And they were selling a Sega CD lot. It was like, I don't know, like around a dozen games, and you had to buy the whole lot. They wouldn't sell them individually. But it was like $80. And I was like, oh shit, it's not that much money. So I bought them. And it came with Lunar, Sonic CD, and a whole bunch of other games that I didn't know anything about. Dark Wizard, Dungeons and Dragons, I think Final Fight CD. Where am I going? Am I supposed to be down here? It came with this shooter called Berry Arm or something like that. And another shooter I forgot the name of. There was so many awesome ass fucking games. Terminator, the original Terminator, like Sega CD, side-scrolling like platform shooter. Where the hell do I go? But my original copy, when I was a teenager, of Lunar, I'm not sure I've ever told the story. I mean, I think I did in a video, but I don't think I ever even uploaded it. I think I had just turned 15, and I got a Sega CD. It was when they made the Model 2 CD version, and it was on sale. It was discounted, and I'd wanted one for years. Yeah, let's just attack. And I finally got it that year. And I was so fucking excited. But it came with Sewer Shark, and that was it. So it was like exciting and then just massive disappointment because Sewer Shark is trash. All of those FMV games are dog shit. And I can say that because I grew up with it and I owned some of those games. And they are fucking garbage. Garbage. I have no nostalgia or fondness for any FMV games. They are all shit. The ones that are like full motion video of like live action. I make exceptions if it's something that's weird and interesting, like Enemy Zero on the Sega Saturn or D. I even make a bit of an exception. I don't know why this takes so long at the screen. Like, I could not skip it. I do make an exception for something like Mansion of Hidden Souls. I had Mansion of Hidden Souls. That's technically an FMV game. But when people talk about FMV games, they're talking about shit like Sewer Shark and Night Trap. Trash games. Trash. It goes right in the fucking waste baskets where that fucking garbage goes. God. Oh, what a fucking stain on that fucking console. So I had Sewer Shark and it was like, God, it's not even a game and it looks like shit. I hate this. Fuck. But about a week later, I don't remember how many days, it's so long ago. I had a little bit of money for my birthday, like from grandparents and stuff. And so I went to the store and I was looking at games and I wanted to get a Sega CD game because it was my new system. And I saw this. Well, not this one specifically, but I saw Lunar, the Silver Star. But then they also had Lunar Eternal Blue. They had both of them. And I remember thinking Eternal Blue looked better. I remember thinking, dude, I want them both, but I can't afford both. But Eternal Blue looks better. It looks so good. And I remember for some reason, my sister was at the mall. And we usually didn't really do things together. But I went and found her, and I asked her if she could help me decide which game to get. And she looked at the two Lunar games. And she determined that Lunar the Silver Star was the first game. She's like, you should get this one because I think it's the first one. I think that's what she said. And I was like, okay, that's what I'll do then. And so I bought it. And it became one of my favorite games of all time. And then like 6 months later, for Christmas, she must have remembered that the game that I liked and that I bought said Working Designs on it. So like for Christmas that year, she like helped my mother like pick out a Sega CD game to get me that said Working Designs on the box, and it happened to be Pop Full Mail. And I remember like I'd never even heard of it. I didn't know anything about it. But she was like, it says the name of that company that you like on there. And I was like, holy shit, you're right. And I was shocked that she remembered that, and that because it was like the only time I ever got something like that, dude. Like, I didn't normally get shit like that. And so it was a really cool fucking thing to get that year for Christmas. And so I had Lunar and I had Popful Mail. And I remember being kind of embarrassed by Popful Mail. I'm like, am I gonna get in trouble like for this? Because if you've seen what Popful Mail looks like on the cover of that game, I mean, she's like almost naked, and it's fucking hot as hell. And I love the art. I love the fucking art. That like Falcom anime art looks so goddamn good. That is the exact style and time period of anime that I like. And then the background art, the painting, it's that painting I was talking about of the beautiful forest and the water and the ancient ruins. It was in that box. It was so fucking beautiful. And the reason I don't have that stuff anymore is because once I graduated, right around the time I graduated high school, or I might have actually graduated at that point, I felt like I was like too old for these like kids games. And I knew this kid that was younger than me. He was like, I had a friend that had a girlfriend. It was like my friend's girlfriend's little brother. And he was into Sega CD years after it was popular. And I'm like, dude, that's so weird that you're into Sega CD. Like, that's weird. That's an old console. Like, young people don't care about Sega CD. But he was like, dude, it's sick. I loved it. So I gave him Lunar and Popful Mail, complete in box, for his birthday as like a gift. Because I'm like, I'm too old for this. I'm going to do a nice thing for this kid. And like looking back on it now, I kind of regret it. Because those games, it's probably like $1,000 of games right there. They're so fucking rare now. And I wish I had my original copy, you know, and I wish I had Popful Mail. The game's so fucking cool. It's like no fucking hope of me getting it now. Shit is so fucking expensive. I never got Lunar 2, Eternal Blue for the Sega CD. I never ended up getting it. Years later, I would look at it on eBay, and I believe it was actually Victor Ireland's personal eBay store. He would sell copies of Working Designs games on there that were still factory sealed. And like every like couple of weeks, he'd have a new copy of Lunar Eternal Blue for Sega CD for sale. It would go up for sale, it would sell out, and like a week or two later, he'd have another copy up there. And they were like $70. And so many fucking times I was like, I'd like click over it and I'd hover over the buy now button. And I'm like, I don't know. $70. I don't know if I want to get it right now. I'll wait. And I just kept putting it off and then never got it. And a couple of years ago, I looked it up and it was like $500 fucking dollars. And it doesn't look like he's selling it anymore. I don't think his store even is around anymore. And I can't believe how expensive that shit is now. It's stupid. It's really dumb because if you do like what I'm doing here, playing real original games is what I do. In most cases, the only exception is like with the Saru, or like that rare time I played a fucking CDR on the Saturn for a game that I couldn't play in English otherwise. But for most cases, I'm playing my real original games on real hardware. And I like that. And on a CRT. But man, it sucks. Like, it sucks. It's like using vinyl and people saying vinyl's so great until you realize that it fucking blows. You know, I've mentioned this in some other video. I bought into that hype a few years ago, like during the pandemic. I bought a really nice fucking record player. I bought some records, you know, I bought a fucking integrated amplifier, like a Marantz amplifier. I bought like Klipsch speakers. I can't remember what record player I bought, but it was like $400. It wasn't junk. Obviously, you can spend a lot more. I'm aware of that. I could go spend probably a fucking $100,000 if I was a moron, but I got good shit. And like the first thing that happened to me is I was listening to a record and I was like, wow, this is so fucking cool. And then the record stopped. Like I wanted to just relax in bed and maybe fall asleep. And then I realized like, oh shit, I can't. When the record stops, I have to get up and I have to like turn it off or it's going to wear out the stylus. And the stylus is fucking expensive. I need to get up and stop it. I have to babysit this fucking record. And then I got up to flip it over to listen to the other side. And it slipped on my hand. It just like slipped. And it fell. And it slammed into the tone arm. The tone arm flew up in the air, slammed down on the record, scratched the whole fucking record, broke the fucking stylus. And it cost me like over $100 to fix that. And then I was like so worried afterwards that anytime I fucking touched the thing, I was going to fuck it up. And it was like, it's like super fucking delicate. The fucking records get any dust on them and immediately it's ruining the fucking sound quality. So you got to clean them all the time and they still get dust on them. And sometimes you buy a record, it's just a bad record. I have bought brand new ass fucking factory sealed records. And there's like weird shit stuck in the grooves and you can't even fucking listen to some of the songs. Even after cleaning it. It's just, there's so many disadvantages to like analog devices and analog formats. And like, I still like it and everything. But like with my games, like I was going to play the GameCube a few days ago. I'm like, you know what? Let me do that. I'll do a video where I play that. I haven't played that in a long ass time. It doesn't read any of my discs now. None of the discs. It acts like there's no disc in the fucking drive. My Sega CD doesn't work anymore. You know, my PC Engine is acting up. It's got some kind of grounding issue. You know, like I mentioned with Mystic Quest, I had to reseat it about 40 fucking times before it would work, even after cleaning it. This stuff's problematic, and it starts to shit the bed after a while. It's like the idea of paying like $500 for a fucking ancient CD that's probably covered in scratches and might not even work. It's fucking ridiculous. I've always wanted a Famicom disk system because I think it looks cool as hell. I'd like to get one of those red, sharp Famicom twins and then have a nice collection of disk system games. I think they look so goddamn cool. But I've read up on it, I've looked into it, and those things are like the most unreliable trash. Trash. Like, basically it's gonna look good on a shelf and that's it. Man, these guys are still kind of kicking my ass. The Neo Geo too. I I had a Neo Geo AES. Oh man, it must have been maybe 16 or 17 years ago. You know, I bought one used off eBay. And I was playing it. I was sitting there playing it. And all of a sudden, like, the picture went out. And I started to smell something burning. And I'm like, I think it's the system. And like, I shut it off and I got out a screwdriver and I opened it up. And there was just like a burn, like a part of the motherboard was like melted. Like one of the ICs had a big burn around it. And I don't know what the fuck happened. It just like fucking burned up while I was playing a game. My fucking Sega Saturn analog 3D controller, the right fucking trigger doesn't work. It's completely dead. So like if I want to play a game like Quake, it's like unplayable. Because like you need to use those triggers to strafe left and right. I swear to God, every time I go to try like one of my consoles, like something's wrong with it. And like I've always taken care of my things too. I'll keep them in their original box. I'll keep them clean. I don't use them very often, so they're not all worn out. I have a PS2 Slim. I bought brand fucking new at Walmart when they went on sale for $99. It was to the point where like I had a launch PS2. Fuck.
Get back on your feet.
I had a launch PS2 that still worked, but I always thought the Slims were really cool. And they went on sale for $99. It was a silver one. I thought it looked so sick. So I bought it. But I always kept it in the box because I didn't really have a use for it at the time. I probably played it less than a dozen times over the years. How do I... Anyway, I got it out of its original like mint fucking box last summer, and I was gonna play Dragon Quest VIII. I never finished that game, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do that. And the fucking controller was all fucked up. Like the up arrow on the D-pad like wouldn't work half the fucking time. And I'm like, dude, this thing's like brand new. What the fuck is going on? And then a few months later, the right arrow stopped. The right arrow just stopped working, and then the up arrow completely stopped as well. So like now the D-pad is just useless garbage. And the thing's like essentially brand new, unused, like mint console. And then it stopped reading CDs. So any of my PS2 games that were CDs won't even fucking read on it. And it's just like, dude, this thing is so fucking unused and in great shape. And like, I know because I brought it new, like I know that like it wasn't used before I owned it and abused or anything. Just sitting in the box, it just like went to shit. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this is where we've got to be. What is this place? It's so cold, but so beautiful. Oh! What's happening? I have a very bad feeling about this. Something's up there, Alex. Something big.
Who has awakened me from my deep slumber?
Fuck. Jesus. Is he just like stretching?
My friends, you are the first adventurers to visit me in a long time. I am Quark, Tetrarch of the Dragon Tribe. You have journeyed far, and now you have arrived at my lair. It's a journey few have survived. Your mission must be urgent.
I remember the Sega CD version of that. It's a lot shorter. Obviously not as animated. But still cool. Hey Alex, did you hear that? He called us adventurers. This old dragon is obviously very wise. My name is Alex. I'm honored to meet you, Quark. I'm Null. Nice to meet you. I'm Ramus. Mommy. My name is Luna. We came here from Berg to meet you, sir. And perhaps we were destined to meet. You appear somehow very familiar to me. Are you speaking to me? Yes, child. I sensed that our souls are intertwined in some ancient manner. Alas, it may be only that age and isolation have taken their toll, but the feeling is so... Yeah. We'll walk down memory lane some other time. Right now, we need... No! What are you trying to do? Get us killed? Just hush and leave the negotiating to me. All hail Quark, the mighty white dragon. For what purpose do you beseech me, little boy? Mighty Quark. We are here to find the legendary dragon diamond. Could you please give us the dragon diamond? You braved so dangerous a course to secure a dragon diamond? I'm beginning to regret that course myself. Please don't chomp us to bits. Why is it you humans prize those things so much? Don't you know they're made from my shit? Oh, what's the use? I think Ramus has the right idea, Alex. We should go. If you want my diamond so badly, children, you must accomplish but one task. Retrieve the dragon ring found deep within this cave. Return it to me and I shall give you the diamond. Is that it? I'm surprised you aren't handing out nuggets all day. On the contrary, to obtain the ring, you must pass through the dragon trial. The last to succeed was a headstrong youth named Dine. Unless you use the strength of both your body and your mind, as Dine did, the ring shall forever remain beyond your grasp. Oh, he's just trying to scare us, Alex. Let's pass his trial and get our diamond. Wait, children. Before you begin, I shall restore you all to full strength. You'll need it. You may begin, children. Your future now rests squarely in your own diminutive hands. Shit. I thought this was it, man. In the Sega CD game, like, that's it. You talk to him. I believe you get the diamond and then you leave. I'm just starting the trial? Fuck. The whole thing felt like a fucking trial. Holy shit, it took like 2 fucking hours. Let's save. I still have a decent amount of healing herbs. Okay, is it saving? Save game in progress. Oh, I thought it said it was saving. Man, it's like 4 in the morning. I'm probably gonna... Oh, it's like 4:30. I'm probably gonna stop this here. Okay. So where do I start the trial, though? Like, is there a door somewhere? Oh, there's this cool, like, transparency behind these ice crystals. Man, those 2 pieces up the top there look pretty dangerous. Those could fall any time. You can't see much of him. Let me go out here and see. I'm curious to where I enter the trial. Oh, fuck. Damn. Oh, that's how you break the ice crystals. You get these fuckers to ram them. Over here. How the hell did I get in a battle? I thought there was an ice block between us. Oh, nice. I need that. How do I get him to break this? Because it seems like that's what I need. There we go. Oh, cool. Excellent. Dumb bastard. Oh, there's a treasure there. Over here, buddy. Whoa. Fuck. How do I get... Is there another guy up here, maybe? Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Yes. Okay. Let him go back. Or not. Oh, a starlight. Okay, I guess I'll fight him. Give me some experience. if I remember how, if this is anything like the first game, the original, like eventually some of your characters get to attack multiple times in one turn, and you get all kinds of crazy fucking magic where you can attack like every enemy at once, lightning and fire and shit like that. Lunar wasn't my first introduction to RPGs, but it was close. Before I played Lunar, I had played... Oh wow, Ramus is almost dead. I had played Shining Force 2 on the Sega Genesis. I want to say that was probably my first proper RPG I'd ever played. But it's a tactics RPG. But the thing I always liked about Shining Force is it's a tactics RPG where you can still, outside of battle, you still have a world map you walk around on like a traditional RPG. You still go to towns and walk around in towns and talk to people and go into houses. It's just that when you get into random battles, it's like it's like Final Fantasy Tactics or something. It's like those two, it's like a traditional RPG and then like a full-on tactics RPG, like melded together. I don't care so much for the pure tactics RPGs. Let me see. Oop. No, how do I... Here we go. I guess everyone's probably okay at the moment. Man, I hate these gorilla things. Look, here's another... Oh, look at all these treasures in here. Oh, what a pain in the ass. There we go. Now over here. Over here. Oh, this sucks. I've seen him go diagonal before. Over here, dude. Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I think I got what I needed, though. We'll defeat him, and we'll see what these treasures are. And then I'll probably go to bed. Oop. What I wanted. Ooh, 250 silver. Then what's this one? Dragon ring. Isn't that what Quark wanted? Yes, it's the dragon ring. We've completed the trial. Come on, Alex. Let's get back to Quark and hand it over. Shit. I was expecting all kinds of bullshit. That wasn't too bad. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Damn it. Okay. I imagine Quark just fucking eats those guys for snacks. Excellent. You've managed to complete the trial. Here is your reward, brave adventurers. Got the Dragon Diamond. Yeah, we did it! What do you mean, we? All I remember you doing is searching our backpacks for cheese and crackers. That's bullshit, dude. He helped me a lot. This is but the first small step of your long journey, young Alex. The first step? Ah, yes. The time is upon us. And more importantly, Alex, you have the green eyes. When last I gazed upon eyes like yours, it was the shining face of Dine I beheld. The Dragon Master. Why do you act so surprised? Anyone who looks into your eyes can see it, Alex. The desire to become a Dragon Master burns within your very soul. Cross over to the mainland and seek out your destiny. Search for my brothers, Red, Blue, and Black. Overcome their trials and claim their rewards. Return here when you earn the prize of manhood. And a new Dragon Master will be born unto the world. Wow, Alex. Did you hear that? Alex. Your success is not guaranteed, young one, so remain vigilant. I shall pray for your return. Before your long journey into the unknown fates, you should spend one last night with those you love. All right. You know what? I'm going to get out of here first, and then I'll save. Shit. I don't want to fight. Oh, there's so many guys everywhere. Okay. We'll get there. We're doing okay. Shit. Admittedly, I'm getting kind of tired. Like, ran out of things to talk about. I think my brain is shutting down. Shit. I think these original games, Lunar and Grandia, were co-developed by a company called Studio Alex, along with Game Arts, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think Studio Alex exists anymore, and Game Arts is probably not the same company that they were back in the 90s. But there is a Game Arts game that I played on the PlayStation Vita that kind of gave me some vibes of like 90s RPGs, but more modernized. And I remember thinking it had a lot of potential. It was a little lacking, like it didn't quite reach the goal, but it was better than I expected. Oh, let me see. I have it like right here. Let me see what it's called. Ragnarok Odyssey. Shit. I had to take my headphones out. Okay. I wanted to see what it was, and then I couldn't find it. I'm like, dude, where is it? I know it's here. Ragnarok Odyssey, I believe, is Game Arts. Where do I go? And I remember playing it on the Vita. I still have my launch Vita with the OLED screen. Oh, shit, I gotta bust this. It's probably a shortcut. Come on, over here. Yes. Shit, which way? Oh! Okay. But I remember playing this Ragnarok Odyssey game on the Vita by Game Arts. I mean, maybe there's like another developer. Maybe Game Arts just published it. I'm not sure. I just remember seeing Game Arts on the box, and I think on the title screen or something. And it's an RPG. And it was better than I expected it to be. It's one of those RPGs where you have a hub town, and I don't think there are any other towns in the game. It's just this one hub town. And you take on quests from the hub town, and then you go out into the environment, and it's like, kill 10 of this thing, kill 5 of that thing. And after a while, it gets really repetitive. But I remember thinking that it had a lot of potential, and it looked very nice, especially for a Vita game. And the opening, like, few hours were really impressive. And it just, after a while, it felt kind of grindy and lacking in content. I know they've released like a version of this for the PSP, I think. And like it looked okay, but it just wasn't quite there. It wasn't quite good enough. And then there was a DS game that I bought back in the day. Lunar Dragon Song. And I was so excited about a new Lunar game. And the thing is, it was an okay game. It just wasn't a Lunar game. It was like they made a game for DS and then put the Lunar branding on it. it was another one of those games where there's a hub town, and then I don't know what that genre is called. There's a hub town, and then you take on a bunch of quests off like a bulletin board, and then you go out in the environment and you kill 10 of this thing and 10 of this other thing and collect these items and bring it back and turn in the request for rewards. It's basically what that Lunar game was as well. But I remember thinking it was really solid for one of those games. Okay, we're going to save it here. And then I'm going to fucking turn it off and go to bed because it's like 5 in the morning. I really had this feeling, this desire to do a video where I played this game. And I wanted to do it now. I didn't want to wait until tomorrow. Okay, did it save? It did, right? I'm just going to do it once more. Okay, I think we're good. Level 8. I'd probably be level 9 if I fought all those fucking guys in that cave. It's pretty cool. And like we're just starting the adventure now. That dragon cave or ice cave. It's like the first little like tutorial mission. And after that, you tutorial quest, whatever. Then after that, you go out and you start the game proper, essentially. So this should be exciting. I think I will do another video. At least one more. I don't know. I like the idea of playing. I have mixed feelings on it. I like the idea of having maybe a series where I play through a game. But, you know, maybe it's once a week or once every other week. I don't want to just play this every fucking day. And I'm going to get sick of it. And I won't have any other type of content to work on. On the other hand, I also like the idea of trying something out, showing a few hours of it. And then my whole thing here is like, this is what it's like to play the real console, the real game on a real TV. And I'm trying to capture that. It's like we're hanging out in my room, playing games together in my room. And the idea is like, if somebody watched this and they were interested in the game, then they would go maybe and check it out themselves. I don't like the idea of playing the entire fucking game. And then it's like, well, then you might as well never play it now. You know, like imagine watching somebody play an entire RPG. Like, why would you ever want to play it after that? You've seen the whole fucking thing. You know, that's why I didn't play Wild Arms for like years and years and years, because my friend in high school would play it in front of me for like 1,000 fucking hours. That game's so goddamn long that I couldn't stomach the game for years after that. As much as I wanted to play it because it seemed amazing, I had seen so much of it, I didn't want to see it anymore. So I like the idea of maybe I'll do one or two more videos so that we see some of the other characters, some other parts of the world, get a better idea, because this doesn't give you a whole lot of an idea of what to expect. There's so many different characters in this game. We haven't even met any of the villains yet. You know, we haven't even learned any magic yet. So maybe another video or two, and then you have more of an idea of what it's like. And then there's all this whole game to still experience. If somebody else saw this and they're like, that game looks cool. And you might think like, oh, they ported this or re-released this on modern platforms recently in widescreen. And from my understanding, it's like a pretty good version of the game. And I think it's pretty much the same game, just it's in widescreen and it looks good on an HD TV. I think. I haven't played it. I don't own that one. But you can see the original, and then if you're into it, you could go check it out and there'd still be like almost a whole game still left to play. I've watched people do full long plays, or at least I watched some of it, and it's just like, dude, these are like 10-hour videos and there's like 10 of them. That's crazy. And I'm not into that. I'm just not. So this is what I'm trying currently. I like the idea of it. We'll see how it goes. So, until next time, goodbye.